Okay, we are back and we are going to make today a roasted tomato sauce with spaghetti squash. However, I went to the market just now, no spaghetti squash. They're finding it hard to get. So if you guys cannot find the spaghetti squash, don't get upset. I got a workaround. What I picked up instead was zucchini, and I'm gonna put it in my spiralizer. Another option is cauliflower. It's perfect. You steam it for a couple of minutes, it gets soft and tender. You can put it in the Vitamix, or you can mash it with a potato masher. You can add a little bit of almond milk, salt, and pepper, and you have like this delicious creamy mash, and you put your roasted tomato sauce on top. It's delicious. Another thing that I forgot to get today at the store was basil. I forgot to get fresh basil, but it's okay. I'm still gonna go ahead and make my roasted tomato sauce. I have flat leaf Italian parsley, which is another thing that I always like to put in my sauce. So to begin, I have some garlic that I've peeled and onion. I have 2 onions. I have 4 plum tomatoes. I'm just gonna slice them in half. Very simply. Everything is rustic because we're gonna pulse it afterwards. So we're gonna throw this in our bowl, and we are going to throw in our onion that I've cut up. Very easy. And garlic, you can put in as much as you like. I put in about 5 cloves, 2 small onions, 4 plum tomatoes, and we're gonna toss this with a nice amount of olive oil so that everything is glistening. It doesn't have to be drenched, but you wanna get that flavor and it. Some salt, pepper. If you wanna use garlic powder, go ahead. You can. If you wanted to use the dried basil, you could do that. I'm not going to. I'm just gonna go with the fresh parsley, and I'm not gonna roast that. That I'm gonna throw in at the end into the Vitamix. So here's a little bit of extra garlic, and we stir everything up. And now we're gonna go over to our roasting pan. Here we go. Throw it on. Get all of that delicious flavor out of the bowl. And I have my oven set to almost 400. I have a convection oven, so I love to turn that on. It just helps to get everything really hot. And I'm gonna put this in here for, I don't know, I'm gonna constantly peek and look and see, but I'm gonna guess somewhere between 25 to 35 minutes. But just always, you know, everybody's oven is a little bit different, so peek every 15 minutes or so. Get yourself a timer if you want. You could just set it. Go do something else. I'm gonna work on my zucchini now. So, this is called a spiralizer. You can get this, I believe, at Bed Bath & Beyond. You can also buy them online. So what it does is it will spiralize my zucchini and turn it into like a pasta. I have to turn it this way, I'm sorry guys. Here we go. Okay, so as you can see, it's making beautiful spiralized zucchini. That's very similar to pasta. And you can eat this raw. You don't even have to cook the tomatoes. If you are a raw foodie, then you could have just put the tomatoes and the onions and the garlic and the olive oil straight into the Vitamix, zip it up, do this. You don't have to cook it. But I would probably poach this for just a couple of minutes. Not long at all, maybe just a minute. And then strain it in some salted water, poach it, strain it, and then serve it with some of the tomato sauce. Okay, so. Look how beautiful that is. I love it. It's great. So that's it. I'm gonna go ahead. I am going to spiralize my other zucchini. I'm waiting for my tomatoes to finish roasting in the oven. I'm gonna put them in the Vitamix. I'm going to give this a quick poach in some salted hot boiling water for 1 minute. Strain them, let them drain off a little bit, and serve it with my tomato sauce, and that's it, done. So again, you could do this with the spaghetti squash if you find it. If not, you can do it with the cauliflower mash, or you can go ahead and do it with the zucchini. So that's it, guys, and I will be back in a bit to show you what it looks like. Okay, so I have decided to steam the zucchini instead of boiling it. You really retain the nutrients if you use a steamer. And I just have this little stainless steel steamer, very inexpensive. You can pick them up anywhere. And maybe I steamed it for about a minute. I salted it first, put it in, and we're done, ready to dress it with our sauce. Okay. Our zucchini is done. I'm gonna take out our tomatoes. They're very hot. This was about 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. They could have gone a little bit longer, but just for the sake of showing you guys, I'm pulling them out a little bit early. I'm gonna plate up our zucchini, which we steamed. Look at how beautiful this looks. Our zucchini linguini. So again, this could have been spaghetti squash, cauliflower. Okay, put all of our ingredients in here. Everything smells amazing. Whoops. Okay, now, if I had basil, I would have definitely thrown in the basil, and I would have put a big, beautiful bunch of basil because I love fresh basil. I don't know how I spaced it this morning when I went shopping, but I did. Am I gonna get upset? I'm not getting upset. I'm just using some flat leaf parsley, which I would have also used with the basil, definitely. Flat leaf, Italian parsley and basil, tomatoes, garlic, onion, and you're done. I mean, that's it. So we're gonna zip this up. To be super smooth. I mean, that is like the easiest, whoops, fastest tomato sauce ever. It's not as red as I'm used to, but let's try this. It's hot. Delicious. I love this. I'm Italian. I'm such a pasta girl. I love the tomatoes and parsley and basil. This is soothing. Very, very good. No matter what, you guys should definitely put in the flat leaf parsley. It's so good for you and it's delicious. This is all mine. Excellent. You guys are gonna love it. Love this one.